push that price up even further.
Okay, so we've got this exciting, potentially groundbreaking technology, a stock that's volatile as, well, as a roller coaster, and then this short squeeze just adding fuel to the fire. It's a wild ride for investors. So where do we go from here? What's next?
Well, I think we should take a look at what the analysts are saying about Silexion. Maybe that'll help us figure out if this is a company worth taking a risk on.
All right, sounds good. So we've got a report here from Maxim Group. They're one of the few analyst firms that are actually covering Silexion. What's their take?
Well, this is interesting. Maxim Group has a buy rating on the stock with a price target of $9.
$9. Wow, that's like 4 times its current price. Are they really that bullish on Silexion's prospects? What are they seeing that maybe others aren't?
You got to remember that $9 price target. That was set back on January 30th. So that was before this latest news about Sale 204. It was based on their assessment of the company's overall potential, and that includes the prospects for Loader, their lead candidate.
So if they were already that optimistic before this breakthrough,
Yeah.
I can only imagine how bullish they must be now. But I understand that not everyone shares that view, right? We also have information from stockinvest.us, and they're a technical analysis platform, and they have a different opinion.
Oh yeah, they do. They actually downgraded the stock to a sell rating, and that was on January 30th. And it was based on, well, the stock's volatility and its recent downward trend.
Yeah.
But it's really important to note that their analysis, it focuses mainly on the stock's price movements and and technical indicators, not so much the underlying science or the company's fundamentals.
Okay. So it's kind of like a clash of opinions here. One analyst firm sees huge potential upside, and then this other platform is recommending that investors sell based on technical factors. So what should our listener make of this conflicting information?
Well, I think it really highlights the uncertainty and the risk involved in investing in a company like Silexion. It's a classic case of high risk, high reward. If their therapies work, well, the payoff could be enormous.
Yeah, they could be sitting on a gold mine.
They could. But there's also a significant chance that they could fail to bring a product to market.
Yeah, and that's the gamble, right? You never know for sure with these biotech companies. So it really comes down to an individual investor's, their risk tolerance and how much faith they have in Silexion's ability to overcome those odds and actually deliver on their promise. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of making that decision, let's take a closer look at Silexion's financials in part 2. Okay, so we've talked about how Silexion is tackling this really huge challenge with some potentially revolutionary technology, but all that cutting edge research, well, it needs fuel, right? So let's look at how